Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 24 with me, Sid, and last episode we left off here, where I have just killed a couple of drifters. It is not nice weather out there. I probably should finish off that. Not going to give me a lot, but what I want to do, if I can get myself out, is head over this direction, because we are at, let me get the right key, 16 copper. Now apparently comments are great, thank you, keep them coming, but apparently you can use a chisel on ingots to break them back up into little bits of stuff. So we didn't really need to do this, but you know, such is life. You live and learn. And what I'm trying to do is get a little bit of height on just have I got a small? I've got a small horror. I don't know if I can get that rabbit. A lot of sheep there. Probably not if I keep holding my thing. That's clay. Okay, where's? I'll live without the rabbit. But yeah, there's always a chance of, that's just a shell, which I could pick up because obviously we can get lime off them, but I'm not so desperate. I do want to get more flints if I can find them. And I do need to keep an eye on my body temperature. Slate stones. Yeah, this has been quite a therapeutic little journey for me because it has given me a little bit more, only a little bit more confidence when it comes to dealing with hostiles, shall we say. I'm not going to sit there and say that I am absolutely comfortable. My temperature's still alright, that's good. But I am somewhat happier. I'm going to grab these, if I can get mainly the seeds I want. But I'll take those. I can just eat the grain as is, can't I, actually? Won't give me much, but frees up the inventory slot. So yeah, just a little more copper. He says, let's enter it on me. Let's come in here. Copper, orange, and a little pickaxe. So that was one bit. Is that all it had on the surface? We'll take the flint. Well, you know what, it's 18. I know I've got enough back home, so I am now in a position where I can kind of head back that direction. I haven't got a huge amount of inventory, so I don't want to go around killing large. Temperature's going down. Large quantities of things, but is that more flax or is that wheat? Rye. Again, we'll try for the seeds. Everything's good. I think that one was mature. So again, I can munch on that. Alright. I'm going to start heading back north, I think, at this stage. You know, there's a limited... there's no value in killing myself out here. And we've got some of what we wanted. We've got some more leather, which, you know, or skins, I should say. And I think this has been reasonably successful. So I am going to head back slowly. I'm probably going to have to spend at least one more night out in the wild. I can't see that I'm going to get back in one go. So I'm probably going to start freezing to death before long, which, you know, will put a little bit of a crimp on your day. And you never know, I might find a little bit more copper as I go this way. So I will be back in a bit. Alright, well, it's another morning. Oops, hang on, let me... there we go. That's finished. Get rid of you. And what's the temperature currently? Minus 20 outside. Now, we didn't get very far. We got as far as here. Which, relative to where we were yesterday when we went up here and then went back this way, not very far at all. So I'm going to try now and head to... I want to get rid of that, don't want it. Get a little bit closer to home while it's still... I'm a little bit light on... hello, sheep, don't mind me. This is it. I mean, even the sheep want to kill me. There's a tree there. I am very tempted to go and try and grab a little more tree, because I'm not convinced that I'm going to successfully make it back home on my first on this one, shall we say, because it's bloody cold, and I'm down to my last 6 pieces of timber, which is not ideal. Hup, hup, hup. Any more hoppage? Must be some more hoppage somewhere now. Is that it? Is that all I got? 9 logs. Oh well, we'll take them, because that's still going to give me a good chunk of timber to survive on. Right, that way. Oop, careful. Observing all of the safety signs and wolves. We will get home. I'm adamant after all. There's some crops down there. If they're flax, I want the seeds. I'm kind of trying to get as much flax seed as I can, because as soon as the growing season starts, I would like... Oh, it's rye. Doesn't matter, I've got rye seeds. Are you going to give me any seedage? One whole seed. Oh, there's one. Two whole seeds. Okay. Rate. Let's have it's a bunny rabbit. Don't have a zoom key. I really want a zoom key. There's a I don't know what that is. I don't know whether that is actually a wolf or something curled up, or a pig, or whether it's just me being more than paranoid than necessary, but does not matter. Thought I... Run, rabbit. Foxes are after the rabbit. Don't rate his chances. Again, looks to be a whole load of something growing down here. And there, all clay. Rye again, okay. Well, if we go harvest the seeds. Then I come back down here, chuck out that, eat that, nothing gets wasted. Cool. Now, oh, back in a second. Sorry about that. That was the missus dropping in with a big bag of marshmallowy goodness. I'm a simple man. Oh, there's definitely a wolf around somewhere. Be ready. A little ruin there. Not seeing a wolf. Again, if I can keep my elevation high enough, then I might be able to spot it. And if I have to kite it over and pillar up and kill it, so be it. I am feeling... No, I'm not going to say it, because if I say that, it's going to kill me. I'm not actually, believe it or not, a very superstitious person. But that doesn't stop me from working on the basis that things are going to go for... Oh, sorry. Is that copper? It is. Okay. Map. Copper. Now I've definitely got enough. Right, so it is kind of implicit on me not to get at. And we can go back, we can make a hammer, hammer, and gonna head that way, I think, now. Okay. Dead hare partially eaten by another animal. We'll see what you got. More interested in his skin, to be honest. Raw red meat, fresh for... I haven't got the space for that. Okay. Right. It's only 11:23 and our temperature's dropping quite a bit, but we should be able to, in theory, make it back, I think, from here. See, my temperature, I should be able to raise my core temperature by sprinting. Yeah, burn more calories. You can see I'm I'm actually struggling. I don't think I am going to get away with this somehow. I'm probably going to have to pause somewhere. Light a fire. I mean, if it weren't snowing, I could actually light a fire out here. But I really need to find something under. Oh, hey, that was nearly a pit hole that I fell down. Okay. Need to slow down a little bit. Find a surface copper. Really? And there's a little bit of copper here. Okay. Map. Center on me. Where am I? And a little bit of that. Yeah. I did not know that was there. Right, can I get under here? Grab a little bit of you. And light it. I mean, it's not ideal, but at least my body temperature is going up. Get myself back up to 37.8 and I will be a happy little camper, I suppose. Well, 37 point anything was better than where I was. Okay, my hunger rate is high. Why is that? Presumably because it's cold. Maybe because I'm not there, I don't know. Alright, let's go for it. It's not like I haven't got more wood and more things I can use to make fires if I need to rewarm again. Where am I? Comparative to... Okay, I need to be going that way. So I don't want to get too off course. Because knowing my luck, I'll walk into, you know, the National Convention of Wolves or something like that, where they're all sitting around discussing next year's Wolfie agenda. I don't know whether wolves do that, but, you know, it's a nice mental image. Probably not. Nope, didn't get anything off of that. Okay. God, this lake is pretty much now frozen solid. But look at that. Look at that sight. Oh, man. This winter is excessive. I'm trying to figure out where we are in the world to get winter this cold. Because it's in England. I mean, we've seen so little snow this year that, you know, it is crazy how little snow we're actually seeing at the moment. Our winters are so mild, it's untrue. So, where are we? Scandinavia? I really have no idea, but I do know that we are home, and I've got 3 more pieces of leather which I can't take right now, but I have got some leather which we can process in a moment. Let me start off by just wrong button. Empty my inventory, getting myself somewhat back on even keel, and well, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, yep, we got most of it under control. I need another 7 leather to pull off the hoofer. However, take a little bit of you. Definitely take you. Put 20 into there. I've got a hammer mold. And let's get this lit and fix the mistake we made earlier, because I have got a bit of charcoal. Now I do definitely want to go and get some of that coal come the summer, but what we need to do is get this up to temperature, get it melted, get it cast, make a hammer, reheat that. I can't remember what was that. Was there enough there? Was that a case of I made the mistake? I can't remember what I did with that, and I don't want to waste an entire ingot just to fix that, but I'm tempted to kind of heat it up anyway and just see what we get. But this will take it up to 900, and then we'll take it up with charcoal to the melted temperature, and well, we'll be good, hopefully. Nice to be home. Anyway, I will get this sorted and be back in a second. And it is another fine day. You still have got 16. You've still got 4 hours to go before we can transfer you over to there, and then we can take those 3 and put those in and transfer the things over. I think we need to do the scrapey bit with the knife as well, don't we, on that one? Technical terminology, of course. And through here we should have now got, hang on, hello. Yeah, we have. So we've got a nice hammerhead, which means I can put you away. I can make myself, thought I'd, do you know what, just clip the whole lot in there, go. 1 hammer. What I want to try, because I don't know whether this will work or not, is let's just try a couple of pieces of this coal, because this is, if this works, which it does, and we place you in there, at least it works insofar as, you know, okay. Is it raining? Or does that not work in? I mean, it must work. Oh, no, it's heating. Okay. Not going out. Yeah, this... I think when it's raining, which it may be, this forge, because it's under the open sky, has problems. So what I probably need to do is, like I did over there, put a little slab hovering over it somehow, and then you won't get that problem. I mean, to be fair, if you had a coal fire and it was at 350, if this was, you know, already at like 300 degrees, rain ain't going to put it out, not unless it was torrential. It's going to take a lot of cooling to get that temperature back down. So I mean, it might put it out if there was like enough like that, and it's gone already. Okay, well, we'll do it properly. Boop boop. I think it burns too quickly. I think that is That burns for 40 seconds. Huh. Actually, no, that should be enough. I don't know. Something's going. And let's get you going. And get ready to grab it when the worked piece comes up. I suspect it must have been the rain that was putting that out then. So this will allow us to fix our minor error with the hoofer. I have got plenty of that for other things, so what I will have to get into the habit of is always having a hammer ready, a new one that's not been used yet. And as soon as the one hammer breaks, the very first thing I need to make is another hammer. Right, so what were we doing? We need to, oops, shift U up there. We can and then we can split that off and split that off, and we have a functional hammer, which I wonder whether you can actually stick a stick in that while it's still, yes you can apparently. Okay, and we shall stick you in there. Right, that error has now been addressed, which is really good. So the next question is, do I go out there and continue digging but just dig with flint tools? Now I've got some more flints, so I can make myself, you know, some more flint shovel heads, which are the cheaper option. But they don't last very long, and they're not how do we put it, the fastest tool in the toolbox to continue building up my space. And then I've got to remember that I am going to be replacing a lot of the let me just do that. I think I'm going to be replacing a lot of that. You've still got 1 hour left to go. A lot of the low fertility soil we have with, well, better soil. Yeah, high, medium fertility. I would like high. I'm not entirely sure how or where we find that, but you know, right now what we have got going on here is fairly straightforward. We just grab this and then build up the section behind me. I see a crop back there, which I shall growing flax. I'm going to leave you to grow, actually. It doesn't hurt me to leave one block, and I can continue building this up and working out how I want to do my farms the moment we can actively farm. And again, I'm not going to worry about this. This is just dirt and stuff. Yeah, so still a fair amount of work to do just with the planning cycle. And I know I've got the shears back in the house, and I could have sheared these for sticks and yada yada, but you know, I didn't. So we will have to live with that decision. But in the meantime, I'm going to go and slice off a bit more of this thing, and once I've got enough dirt dug out, I'm going to shape that so it kind of blends in, and this big expansive level land we've got hopefully won't stand out too much. But right now it's all about the digging. Back in a moment. Alright, that's done for the day. We've still got that little area to there. If we look at the map, it might be easier to see. We've got that little area to do there, and there's a tiny little bit here, and we've still got all of this to clear. So I think another day and we will have our plans in for our fields. We do need to eat because we are looking pretty sorry for ourselves, and we need to come over here and grab these. What did I do with the small ones? What did I do with the small ones? Oh, they're there. You can put those ones in, and hopefully there's 14 litres there. Hopefully that's enough to do those. These need to be scraped, and then they can go in there, and that will make me 3 prepared hides after, what was it, 3 days? 3 days, yeah, and then we got 4 days. So we ain't going to get that leather anytime soon. But that's fine. That's kind of expected. I'm in two minds about how best to secure my fields from varmints. Obviously I could do a 2 deep pit all the way around the edges. The advantage to that, it would catch any rabbits and stuff that were in there, so it could potentially be a source of protein. The disadvantage is it'll look ugly. I could use both, but we're going to have a fairly hefty sized area to work with for this. So anyway, we've got to pass the night and not freeze to death if we can avoid it. And I'll see you in the morning. I'll also check how long I've been recording. So back in a bit. Right, we are almost done with the landscaping. It's all filled in. Now what we do need to do is we need to shape this bit here, because that looks odd. And we need to shape that bit over there a little bit, because whilst it doesn't look as odd, it still looks odd. This stuff's grown again, look, it's at 7 of 9 now, which is always a good thing. And what we're going to do, I think, we'll shape it from here. We'll shave off. We'll take you 2, maybe, and then come in again. Now, if I wanted to bring you across, say 4, and then come and bring you back 2, would that work? And then we can come back another 2 there, and maybe 1, and we'll just blend this in, and we'll take all of this off, and it will give me some spare stuff. If nothing else, it'll give me something to hide with when the next temporal storm arrives, because I still haven't got a temporal storm hut done. And my thoughts for a temporal storm facility are I'll go with different. What I'm actually thinking is getting out and building on the lake and building a tower-like structure with it can't be ladders because they can climb ladders. That's the issue. Unless, well, I suppose what I could, yeah, there is a way of doing that actually. But if I do it on the lake, as long as it's not winter and the lake hasn't frozen, my exit strategy of run away and leg it is made easier, because I could just dive out of the top and take it from from there and get in the water and then just get away from things. I mean, eventually my exit strategy is going to be less necessary because we'll be a little bit tougher and a little bit better equipped and better able just to go and take on whatever those unpleasant drifters are with all the horns sticking out. And I think there's corrupted and there's all sorts of unpleasant sounding names, shall we say. So if I can get this bit, all of the landscaping done, then the next thing we can start to concentrate on is the actual allocation of the land, because I do want to try and get into some animal husbandry in my second year, and for that I'm going to need to come up with some means of trapping them, because the animals, well, we don't have leads yet in the game, so the only way of luring a male and female sheep, and then the ideal, well, what you should do is lure the male over and the female and young should follow, is to punch it and then run away. I'm sure shepherds the world over would have loved to know that little fact. They'd probably been doing it, like, you know, with crooks and sheepdogs and things. But yeah, no, apparently the correct way to do it is to just give it a little love tap. So from a point of view of how best to achieve this, I'm probably going to need a couple more, I think. No, hang on. One, make me another shovel. What I need is some means of a pen that I can run into, the sheep can follow me into, and the I can get out of, and sheep is now trapped in pen. And then what we do is we whack a little feeding trough in, fill it up with food, and the happy little sheep will nom on the food. That will result in them getting a bit randy, and they'll eat the food and breed, apparently. So, you know, we've learned something today. We've learned how baby sheeps are made. And as we get more generations of sheep, and the baby sheep breed and give off mummy and daddy sheeps, and they give off things, they'll get more and more domesticated until we can milk them, which will allow us to get dairy. But that's going to take us, well, it's going to take a while, I think, because it takes a number of days, vintage story days for the gestation, of course. I mean, it's like in the same way Terra Firma Craft, you know, the animal husbandry side of things is well, considerably different to vanilla Minecraft, and even though they've sped up the gestation periods to make them, you know, game compatible, because needless to say, no one's going to wait and play 30 or 40 in-game days just for something to breed. It goes without saying that the reality of animal husbandry is somewhat different. Do we get away with that? Does that look better? It almost does, except I want to maybe do something a little bit like that, just to break up the monotony of that surface. So now we've got a nice big expanse to work with, I need to start thinking about what we do next, and that will be next episode. But we're definitely going to need to get walls for the gardens and for the various facilities, and I'm going to need more of this medium fertile dirt because, well, I am. Simple simple fact there. We'll chuck you in there for now, the birch seed. And I think on that note, we're going to call this one an episode. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Do keep all the comments coming. Everything is absolutely... This game is obviously based on Terra Firma Craft, but it has a lot of unique features that TFC didn't have, and we need to take those for going forward, and develop our game. That has only got about 1.3 days left, so I better get that out. Yeah. And you're done. You've still got 1 day to go. You're ready to be scraped, but we'll do that in a bit. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.